Beneath the dark waters of coastal seas, one of humanity's most efficient fishing methods unfolds purse seine fishing. Unlike traditional hook and line work, purse seining relies on immense circular nets that surround entire schools of fish at once. Picture at the top of the net floating at the surface with buoys, while the bottom edge sinks down with heavy weights. Then, with a single pull of a drawstring cable, the base closes like a purse, locking hundreds of tons of fish inside. This technique has transformed the fishing industry, particularly in Japan and across Asia, where it supplies the bulk of sardines, mackerel, and horse mackerel seen on dinner tables. For fishermen, it means efficiency. For coastal towns, it means jobs and livelihoods. And for global consumers, it ensures steady access to some of the most popular seafood on Earth. When we step into the world of purse seine crews, it quickly becomes clear that this is more than just a job, it is a lifestyle. The rhythm of their days and nights is governed not by clocks, but by tides, moonlight, and fish migrations. Fishermen usually leave port at nightfall when the sea is calm and the air is cool. For newcomers, this shift feels almost like stepping into another reality. Time is inverted. Sleep patterns are broken, and meals are often taken in quick breaks between net hauls. The fishing grounds may lie only 30 minutes away, or several hours into the deep, and until they arrive, every crew member prepares, silently checking gear, tying ropes, and ensuring that the massive net, sometimes stretching hundreds of meters, is neatly coiled and ready. Each vessel in the fleet carries its own responsibility. The search boat is the scout armed with sonar to scan the dark water for shimmering signals of sardines or mackerel. The light boat plays a different role, casting an artificial sunrise onto the sea surface, luring schools toward the glow. Meanwhile, the net boat waits for the signal. At the right moment, the captain gives the order, and with synchronized precision, the crew casts the giant net in a wide arc, gradually closing the circle around the school. For the men on deck, teamwork is not optional. It is survival. Hauling in nets weighing several tons requires perfect coordination. One wrong move can tangle lines, damage gear, or even injure a fisherman. This is why young recruits spend their early months learning the basics, tying knots, coiling ropes, observing how senior crew react to subtle changes in current and wind. Slowly, they graduate to more complex roles, operating winches, reading sonar screens, or managing the heavy hydraulic systems that purse the net shut. By dawn, the work is not finished. Once back at port, fish must be unloaded, sorted, and sent to markets. Some go straight to processing plants for canning, while others, especially fresh sardines and mackerel, head directly to local fishmongers. Every step requires discipline and speed because freshness is the heart of the trade. The secret behind purse seine efficiency lies in its marriage of ancient technique and cutting-edge technology. The net itself is an old invention, but modern fleets have transformed how it is deployed. Fish finding equipment today is remarkably advanced. Echo sounders scan the water column, painting detailed pictures of what lies beneath. Sonar devices can detect not only the presence of fish, but also their density and direction of movement. With satellite navigation, captains can plot precise coordinates, ensuring every net set maximizes the catch. At night, powerful LED or halogen lights are deployed, each lamp consuming hundreds of watts. From the sea surface, they appear like floating cities of light, drawing fish upward. The light interacts with plankton, which in turn attracts small bait fish, creating a natural feeding chain that culminates in large schools gathering beneath the boat. This is the moment purse seiners wait for. Hydraulic winches powered by modern engines allow crews to haul in nets weighing dozens of tons. In the past, this work took hours of backbreaking labor. Today, with mechanization, entire schools can be harvested in a fraction of the time. The result, a single set can yield hundreds of tons of fish, enough to fill multiple carrier vessels. But technology is not only about efficiency, it also shapes sustainability. Digital logbooks record catch sizes, species, and locations, providing regulators with data to manage quotas. Some fleets now test artificial intelligence tools that analyze sonar images to distinguish between species, helping to reduce bycatch. Others integrate satellite-linked buoys to track fish, aggregating devices, monitoring how schools move with currents across vast distances. The combination of human skill and modern tools makes purse seining one of the most productive methods in global fishing. Yet with such power comes responsibility. Overfishing remains a looming risk if limits are ignored. That's why in many regions, purse seine fleets operate under strict seasonal closures, gear restrictions, and quotas. Only with these guardrails can efficiency coexist with long-term sustainability. Purse seine fishing offers major advantages. It does not require bait. It maximizes catch even when fish stocks decline because schools maintain density. And it allows stable supply for seafood markets year-round. However, it also has downsides. Inside the net, fish may collide, lose scales, or suffocate, lowering their value for sashimi or fresh markets. Some operations risk catching juveniles that have not yet spawned, threatening future stocks. A vivid lesson comes from Hokkaido's herring industry. Once producing nearly 1 million tons annually in the 19th century, catches collapsed due to overfishing and shifts in migration. By the 1950s, herring had almost disappeared. But in recent decades, small signs of recovery have emerged: juvenile releases, strict management, and renewed spawning events in Ishikari Bay. This revival proves that sustainable management can bring a fishery back from the brink but it requires discipline and cooperation across communities. Today, purse seine fleets operate worldwide from Japanese coasts to the Indian Ocean and the Pacific. They supply billions of meals, feed global markets for canned sardines and mackerel, and sustain entire coastal economies. Yet with that power comes responsibility. Fisheries must balance modern efficiency with traditional wisdom, ensuring that seas remain abundant for generations. As lights shimmer on the horizon tonight, another fleet will set out. Search boats will scan the depths, light boats will illuminate the surface, and crews will haul heavy nets, united by teamwork and trust. For them, purse seining is more than technology. It is heritage, resilience, and a way of life shaped by the ocean's rhythm. So the next time you enjoy a plate of grilled mackerel or sardines, remember the story behind it. A story of boats working through the night, of men and women pulling nets heavy with life, and of an ancient method made modern, still filling our tables with the taste of the sea.